And it's go! Cracking start by Coulthard. Look at him coming through the middle. He's already in front of Sato. Fisichella is in front of Button. That's terrible news for Jenson Button. And Coulthard is having a go as well. Christian Klein is also in the mix. Two cars are off the racetrack. One of them, though, is the local hero Takuma Sato. The other is the Ferrari of Rubens Barrichello.
Yes, I think Sato probably ran wide initially, and then Barrichello came steaming in too. Let's have a look. Yes, look, he understeers wide, and as he's busy collecting that up, Barrichello does the same and sideswipes his right front. Look at Alonso, he's just flying through the pack. I think he's up to about 7th already. And a McLaren, Kimi Raikkonen, straight across the chicane. There's a route back on. But look at them, they're streaming past him. Bad mistake there. And there's a car heavily in the barrier on the left-hand side. It's the McLaren, it must be Montoya. Montoya off the road, 2 wheels missing, look. And a big shunt, he'll be okay. And this is Montoya going in the wall at the very end of the lap, looking as if Villeneuve squeezed him to the outside.
That is the Toyota of Jarno Trulli, who started from the back of the grid, having set no time in qualifying. Looks like he's hit someone. Look at the right side of the bodywork, Martin.
Yeah,
at the chicane.
Yeah, big contact by the looks of it.
Sato having another incident then, look, locking his brakes, driving a Honda, driving into the side of a Toyota. In this case, it's the two second string, if you want to call it, in this Grand Prix anyway, drivers, Trulli and Sato. In Ralph's hands, it's all working beautifully, and he's 3 seconds clear of the Renault.
Yeah, but this is the bad news, isn't it? Look, if that's the only fuel he's got in the car, he's coming in on lap 13, despite 5 laps under the safety car. So we're not seeing a true performance. Fisichella is the true leader of this race. We can discount, I think, now Ralph from that in terms of the pace. That's very early, isn't it? What about that? Renault pitting quite early on. I thought they'd be into the lap 20s. We believe it's for Fisichella, the current leader, and then Michael goes to the inside, tries to block the line in 130.
Oh my word!
And Alonso having none of it, straight around the outside, and now Raikkonen has got a chance too. Michael had nothing, he had to go defensive, and Alonso just steamed on the racing line, round it. Total bravery, total confidence in the driver you're going around the outside of, to know he's not going to run you off track. That would be the mother and father of all shunts if you connected in the middle of that corner.
180 miles an hour around the outside of the 130R corner. I've never seen anything like it. Enormous bravery by Alonso.
Is this Raikkonen finally getting past Michael Schumacher? Alonso is just behind them. So a big swap around, Alonso having to pit earlier. He lost out. He was the man at the head of this trio. Now he's at the back of it.
Go on.
Oh, and Michael has gone very deep again. Can Fernando get a cleaner run? Because Michael's got to turn harder right now as they come onto the pit straight. Fernando's got a much better chance this time of getting down, doing a Raikkonen, getting down the outside, and he's just got to storm in, don't lift off the throttle, sweep in and steal the racing line. Schumacher had no defence there.
This will hand the lead back to Giancarlo Fisichella, but then we will have a real run to the finish. In he comes then. Inspecting the tyres, clearing the radiators. Well, he wants to get on with that, doesn't he? Pushing back out again. There's Fisichella. He takes the lead back again. And that is the margin. And that, with 8 laps to go, that's what Raikkonen has to close up now. Fisichella lapping in the low 1 minute 33s. It'll be difficult for Raikkonen to go substantially faster than that unless he's feeling completely inspired. But nevertheless, I wouldn't put anything past Kimi Raikkonen. Raikkonen, who's now only 3 seconds behind Giancarlo Fisichella, can close up and pass. If Alonso, who's less than a second behind Mark Webber, can pick up an extra point here or there, it could make all the difference in the Constructors' Championship, particularly as Montoya will score nothing. He's out of the race. Look at this though. Alonso's going for it down the inside, on the grass, 2 wheels. Fernando Alonso, what a brilliant move once again. Another fantastic pass.
Stunning. Alonso is totally fearless today. He got a better run out of the chicane, picked up the slipstream. Webber thought he'd covered him off, so Alonso took a little bit of grass to give himself the extra space he needed.
3 laps to go. Raikkonen has taken 1.3 seconds on that lap out of Giancarlo Fisichella, and now the 20-second lead of a few laps ago is down to just half a second, 2 car lengths, and well, you'd have to say that Kimi Raikkonen is looking very, very good here. When and where will he attack Giancarlo Fisichella?
This is the exit of Spoon again then, and Fisichella up the inside. He's now moved to the outside, the racing line, and Raikkonen is absolutely hauling him in. And again, he goes defensive when he doesn't need to. It puts him out of shape then for the exit then, as we saw earlier on. Has he got enough traction to keep the McLaren behind him? He's really left himself to be a sitting target now. He'll have to go defensive down the inside. He'll have to go tighter than that. Oh, and they nearly touched. Can Raikkonen sweep in? Yes, he can. Brilliant.
What a brilliant move! Side by side down the straight, Grand Prix racing at its absolute finest. Kimi Raikkonen sweeps through to take the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix. He started from 17th place.
Brilliant stuff from Raikkonen.
Kimi Raikkonen then heading for his 10th Grand Prix victory. And one of the most dramatic Grand Prix in living memory comes to a close with Kimi Raikkonen, the winner! Absolutely sensational performance. In second place will be Giancarlo Fisichella. Raikkonen loves that. And in third place, Fernando Alonso.
That must be Raikkonen's finest moment in terms of a Grand Prix drive. I mean, that was just something else.